guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Since last time, I gave Sabin a Genji glove and 2 dragon claws and put him in the front row. And I also gave him the almighty offering relic because I want to demonstrate its awesome destructive power. Against tricksters, alright, perfect example. Because they are weak to holy. Wow, go Sabin! Wow, yeah, that offering and Genji glove combo is ridiculous. So let's discuss the offering relic in more detail now that you've seen what it's capable of. Well, first things first, don't grab that chest up there because it's empty, and stepping on the spikes is not a good idea. Don't be like that orc in Chrono Trigger in Ozzy's Fort. Or was it Magus' castle? I can't remember. It's been a while since I played that game. It's also been a while since I picked the right rage from Goth. But you guys know which orc I'm talking about. You know the one. So at first glance, with the offering, being able to quadruple your auto attack damage sounds like a dream come true, as it is in Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VII with the double cut materia. However, that's not exactly the case here. What the offering actually does, and what the game doesn't tell you it does, is that it cuts your physical damage in half. More on that later. So, when everything is all said and done, attacking 4 times effectively doubles your damage output from an auto attack, which is still pretty damn good. It's nothing to write off and just never use. It's totally worth using. Now, the other thing the offering does is that it will augment your auto attacks even further, giving you 100% accuracy. So if you're having trouble defeating those hard-to-kill monsters that use evasion for survival, like Cactuars, a couple of the enemies also have the image status, which is a 100% guaranteed evade for 1 hit. The offering will actually go right through that and still damage them. So that's pretty cool, having that maximum of accuracy. Why do I have a mithril knife still? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Now, the other good thing about the offering relic is that it is a smart relic. Meaning, if you're attacking a group of enemies, and let's say your first or second attack deals enough damage to kill a monster, you won't waste attacks attacking that same monster. You'll actually spread the damage out to treasure boxes that are empty and not worth grabbing. No, the game will actually spread the damage out to the other monsters that are still alive, therefore making it very efficient. And I wish more games did that, but yeah, unfortunately they don't. I can't tell you how many times in other RPGs I've wasted attacks because the computer just keeps attacking the same monster over and over and over again. But anyways, and of course the obvious Genji glove offering combo, which gives you 8 attacks. You saw how powerful that was already. So those are all really good things about the offering. And I'm sure you're wondering, well, what's the catch? Because everything has a catch, right? Yeah, the offering has 2 very big drawbacks to it. First of which I already mentioned briefly. Whoops, need to take off my espers. And that it reduces your physical damage by 50%. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that it reduces all of your physical damage by 50%, including blitz, tools, sword techniques, jumps, you name it. If it's physical and you have the offering equipped, you're going to do half the damage you normally would. So really, the main purpose of equipping the offering is if you want to use your auto attack. Oh, there's Tyrannosaur. So that's one very important thing to keep in mind when you're using the offering on a melee character. Now, the other drawback is that having the offering equipped will cancel out any added effects on your weapons, meaning proc effects. So those elemental swords, the pearl lance, Sabin's Poison Claws and Fire Knuckles. Any weapon that will cast a spell when you attack will no longer do that. Now, there are a few exceptions. The Tempest Knife is probably the most notable because it's not a proc. What the Tempest Katana actually does is it just replaces your auto attack with the Wind Slash ability. So you can equip the Offering and a Genji Glove with 2 Tempest Katanas and essentially use 8 Wind Slashes in a row, which I've never actually done. My best has been 5 Wind Slashes out of 8 attacks, and while it looked cool, the damage was nothing to write home about. It was pretty lame, in all honesty. Now, other weapons that get around that little drawback are weapons that randomly kill your opponent. Hey, the Aquila! And we have Shadow in our party. Oh, but we have a Berserk Dumaro. Fuck! Well, the good thing about the Aquila is that they have a very rare steal. It's a very... yeah, that's the problem. Well, if you attack them, they'll counter with Shim Sham. So relying on the Thief Knife to steal is not a good idea. But remember the Aquila for later, when we get Locke back, because I will be coming back here off-screen in hopes of stealing from them. But just like everything else, they're weak to ice. And they get really good experience. Wow. But anyways, getting back to the Offering, weapons that instantly kill your opponents will also bypass that drawback because you're not actually casting a spell. So if you're having trouble at the Coliseum winning some of those matches that I showed you, now that we have the Offering, going north is a dead end, by the way, that chest is empty. You can go back to the Coliseum and you'll probably have a much easier time taking out some of those enemies because, you know, you have 8 chances if you use the Offering Genji Glove combo. I mean, 8 chances to instantly kill those enemies that are weak to instant death. It's almost a guaranteed win. So that could make your life a whole lot easier, and, you know, I recommend doing that if you haven't already. Yeah, that's pretty much the Offering in a nutshell. While it does have a lot of bonuses, I do see a lot of people misuse it because they don't know that it also cuts your special physical attacks in half. And that's one thing I wish this game did better, was explain some of the items, but, excuse me, I mean, there's really not a whole lot we can do about that. Now also, since we're talking about the Coliseum here, now that we have the safety bit, you know, if you don't like using Shadow, or you don't have Shadow, and you don't want to use his Memento Ring, now that I showed you how to get the safety bit, anybody can have protection from instant death. So that too, along with the Offering, can make your life at the Coliseum much less stressful. And if you haven't already won the items I did, then now is probably your best chance to do so. And it's totally worth it. By the way, there's a neat little glitch here with the save point and the split party function. If you have one party on this save point and you switch to another party, even though they're not on the save point, you could still use tents and save your game and things like that. So I won't be taking advantage of that because my other party's in pretty good shape, but it's something you can consider if you need to. Let's get Edgar back on imp status there right away. And let's continue on. Wait, does he have his espers? No. God, I have to keep telling myself to do that. It's harder to remember than you guys think when you're doing an LP. I didn't even get into a battle either. Oh, man. Oh well, better safe than sorry, right? Okay. Let's see what's down here. You know, I used to really dislike this dungeon as a kid. Uh-oh. Let's get get rid of that necromancer quickly. But over the years, it's kind of grown on me. I actually like this dungeon quite a bit now. It's fun. Come on, hit Umaro. I was hoping it would have hit him so he could get a free heal, but oh well. Guess I'll just have to do it after battle. Man, good thing I equipped that Esper on Mog. Or did I? Okay. Whoa! We got a dragon to deal with. Alright. Make sure everyone has fire protection equipment on. Yeah, we're good. Umaro has the Blizzard Orb. That'll be really good against a single target. Guess what this dragon is weak to, viewers? Alright, it's boss time against the red dragon, who's weak to ice and water. As far as debuffs go, none that I really care about. Slow and confuse are the main ones. 5k, not bad, Umaro. Throw a Blizzard at him with Shadow, Ice 3 with Terra, and Snow Dance with Mog. That's pretty much how I want to handle this guy. I like how Mog does a little dance before a battle of life and death. Realm will do something similar too. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not yet, but she'll actually face the camera and wave at the player, completely breaking the fourth wall there. Both Mog and Realm are so cute. Anyways, yep, that's the red dragon. Hooray! Go with your best ice elemental attacks. Make sure you can guard against fire, and you have nothing to worry about. And we get a straight toe for defeating him. Awesome. It's a decent weapon for Cyan. But not most notable, but more importantly for defeating the red dragon, we get the Dragon Horn number 2. So now we can have 2 dragoons if we wanted to. Alright. Let's see, let's go this way. Yeah. And now we switch back to our other party once again. This party would have been pretty effective against the red dragon as well. Oh man, a lot of these guys. Yeah, let's go with Tyrannosaur for that AoE damage. Get you in the air. The Liches are also weak to instant death, so hopefully X-Zone will take care of them. Or Gaw can just use Meteo, that works too. They don't have a whole lot of HP left. I'm sure Sabin or Edgar can finish them off. Oh, you suck. Well, this guy's about to get his face fucked. Literally, I mean, he's a giant floating face. Little overkill there, Sabin, but it looks flashy, so we'll go with it. Oh man, did I do it again? I sure did. Man, that's what, twice now? Yeah, Edgar could have had 62 strength. Oh well. Not too worried about it, but it would be nice to get his attack up as high as I can. There's a particularly nasty Coliseum battle that I am not looking forward to, but Imp's setup on Edgar with the Dragoon setup is probably... yeah, it's probably the best bet for that. So him being able to do as much damage as possible is what I would like. But, well, I'll worry about that later. I'm not going to stress over it quite yet. Oh, that sucks. It's just not worth equipping the Ribbon, because, you know, he's the only enemy that inflicts a status ailment, so... I'm not going to go out of my way to protect against it. In case you guys are wondering, you cannot equip the Offering in combination with the Dragoon setup for 4 guaranteed jumps. It doesn't work like that. sorry. Yeah, even the offering has its limits. Yay, Gaul learns spells that he'll never use. Good thing we have a lot of Revivifies, though. Good thing I use them on the right character, too. In case you guys are wondering, the item you can steal from the Aquila is the Economizer relic, and that reduces your MP cost down to 1 for all spells, including lures for Strago, so that's pretty good. Also, we get a ribbon here, which is also very good. The problem with the Economizer is that there's only, I think, 2 ways to get them in the game. No, 3, and none of them are easy by any means. But stealing might be one of the more easier ones. The other way to get one is to run into a really rare monster back in Dino Forest and hope that they drop it. It's a 1 in 8 chance, so it's not too rare, but meeting up with the enemy is rare enough in itself. I think it's a 1 in 16 chance. And then you have to actually survive the battle, which is a whole nother matter in itself, because Brachiosaurs are the most powerful random battle in the game. They're no joke. So pick your poison on that one, I suppose. Hey, alright, the parties are reunited. And if you wanted to use your party number 2 to fight the Red Dragon, you could at this point, but I didn't think it was necessary. Both of my parties were set up for individual survival. Both would have been pretty well off against that boss. I don't really have anything I want to use with him. Yeah, just aspect, whatever. What his strength is up to anyways. 41. Ugh. Man, you're so far behind. Yeah, we'll go with this party. I don't feel like switching my espers again. We're at the end of this place. Not the best. You know, let's go with the fire scheme. Oh, he can turn into a zombie. He looks funny. Let's get that cured. What did that do? Okay, fire scheme's not the best way to go. Still does the fetal position. That's awesome. Nice touch, game. I also like how they took his special moves that he uses on you when you fight him and include them in his moveset. Granted, you have to equip special relics for that, but it's cool how they included that. I like that. Like his tackle, his snowstorm ability. Go down the freaking stairs. Hey, what's that red sparkle? I'm sure it's nothing. And let's put your snow dance to use one more time, Mog. Why not? That's why not, because you're not going to do it. And you're out of MP, Terra. Well, just defend. Well, if anything, you got to see one more face plant from our furry little Moogle. Speaking of Moogles, I really dislike how Square Enix redrew them in the iPhone version of the game. They look really weird, like tiny little aliens weird. Just imagine like a walking, dancing, talking bobblehead, and that's what Moogles look like. I don't like it. What I do like, though, is finding Locke. All right. Hey, I know that sound. A Phoenix down? Oh, a Magicite. Okay, that works too. But what is this Magicite? Can it really restore life? And will Locke's dream of being reunited with his long-lost love come true? Or will it just end up shattered and in pieces? Find out the answers to all of this next time. But until then, you guys take care, have a good day, and as always, thanks for watching.